Imagine Africa centuries ago, as the sun rises over endless deserts, caravans of camels move steadily, carrying not just salt and gold, but stories and beliefs. Among these was Islam, quietly traveling with traders from North Africa to West Africa. The ancient trade routes were the continent's lifelines, connecting distant peoples and empires. Along these paths, cultures mingled and ideas flowed as easily as goods. A Moroccan trader might share a meal with a merchant from Mali, exchanging tales of home and faith. This was not conquest, but conversation, a gentle spread of new ideas. Traders faced harsh deserts and dangers, but their resilience built trust. Their honesty and way of life made people listen when they spoke of their faith. Islam's first seeds were planted not by force, but by example. The caravans were more than commerce, they were moving communities, bringing news and new perspectives. For villages along the routes, a caravan's arrival was a major event, connecting them to a wider world. Through this ancient network, the message of Islam reached the forests and coasts of Sierra Leone. It began a new chapter in the region's history. The story of trade is a story of human connection and curiosity. These exchanges shaped the beliefs and identities of countless communities. Islam's journey to Sierra Leone started with the whispers of the caravans. And so, a faith found a peaceful home, carried on the desert winds. Sierra Leone, on West Africa's coast, is famed for its green mountains and rich resources. Long before Europeans arrived, it was already linked to Africa's great empires. Neighboring kingdoms like Mali and Songhai were centers of trade and Islamic culture. Sierra Leone's people, Teman, Limba, and others, lived in organized chiefdoms, guided by local customs. They traded kola nuts, ivory, and rice, connecting their land to vast networks stretching across the Sahara. Sierra Leone's location made it a bridge between forest and savanna, a natural meeting point for cultures. Goods and ideas flowed freely, making the region a crossroads of worlds. This constant exchange created openness to new beliefs. The people were used to welcoming strangers and new perspectives. Islam arrived gradually, carried by traders who had visited for generations. There was no conquest, just a slow, peaceful introduction. The groundwork for Islam's arrival was laid by centuries of trade and communication. Sierra Leoneans were already part of a larger West African world. Now they would begin to exchange not just goods, but ideas. The stage was set for a new faith to take root. The Trans-Saharan Trade was a lifeline connecting North Africa to the lands beyond the Sahara. Caravans carried gold south and salt north, fueling a powerful exchange. Muslim traders dominated these routes, bringing their faith with them. Cities like Timbuktu became centers of commerce and Islamic learning. From these hubs, Islam flowed south, following the trade routes into new regions. Traders built mosques, observed their faith, and earned reputations for fairness. Local people noticed their honesty and discipline. The traders didn't preach aggressively, they led by example. Islam spread organically, woven into daily life and business. Chiefs admired the traders' culture and literacy, sparking curiosity about their beliefs. Conversations about faith often began with admiration for a trader's wisdom or reading skills. The trade routes became conveyors of both material and spiritual wealth. Islam's influence reached deep into West Africa, including Sierra Leone, through this steady flow. The river of trade carried more than goods. It carried new ways of seeing the world. The Mandinka people, skilled traders from the Mali Empire, were key carriers of Islam into Sierra Leone. They arrived as guests, not conquerors, seeking permission to settle and trade. Mandinka traders built relationships over generations, often marrying into local families. Their children bridged cultures, learning both local customs and Islamic faith. The Mandinka's honesty and literacy earned respect, and their peaceful example drew others to Islam. Through trade, marriage, and daily life, they quietly embedded Islam in the community. Their faith spread not by force, but by trust and admiration. As Mandinka traders integrated, local chiefs saw the benefits of Islam. Embracing the faith strengthened trade ties and brought prestige. Islam connected Sierra Leone to a vast global community, offering new alliances and a shared ethical framework. Conversion was often a collective, gradual process, led by chiefs. Muslim clerics, or became advisors and teachers, building the first mosques and schools. Islam blended with local beliefs, offering spiritual and practical benefits. Amulets with Quranic verses became popular for protection and healing. The new faith became both familiar and appealing, woven into daily life. For Islam to flourish, it needed teachers, who traveled south to share knowledge. They established small Quranic schools, teaching children to read and recite the Quran. Learning Arabic brought prestige and created a literate class. These teachers became advisors, scribes, and spiritual guides. The schools ensured Islam's teachings were passed down through generations, served the whole community, leading prayers, settling disputes, and guiding daily life. Their patient work transformed Islam from a foreign faith to a local tradition. The religion became deeply rooted, shaping values and routines. Through education and example, Islam became part of Sierra Leone's identity. The faith's roots grew strong, thanks to the dedication of its teachers. Today Islam is a major faith in Sierra Leone, embraced by most of the population. Mosques and the call to prayer are woven into daily life. Islam's peaceful arrival shaped a tradition of religious tolerance and harmony. Muslims and Christians celebrate together, reflecting a shared history of respect. Chiefs and imams often work side by side, blending tradition and faith. The Inter-Religious Council helps maintain peace and cooperation. Islam's story in Sierra Leone is one of gentle integration, not conquest. The faith blended with local culture, creating something uniquely Sierra Leonean. Its calm arrival shaped the nation's calm, tolerant character. This legacy stands as a beacon of peaceful coexistence in a complex world. Thank you for joining us on this remarkable journey through Sierra Leone's rich history and the peaceful path of Islam. If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more captivating tales from history, and share this video with friends who love learning about the world. Your support helps us bring more stories of culture, faith, and unity to life. Until next time, keep exploring the past to understand the present.